Pull-ups. They are one of the most iconic exercises in the world of fitness. They don't require fancy machines, they don't need a gym membership, and they can be done with nothing more than a sturdy bar. Yet, despite their simplicity, they are one of the most challenging exercises to master. And that's exactly why they hold so much power. If you can dominate pull-ups, you are not just building a strong back, you're building raw upper body strength, a powerful grip, and an athletic foundation that translates into almost every other exercise you'll ever do. Today, in this video, we're going to unlock the full journey of pull-up mastery. From beginner who can't do a single rep, to intermediate lifter who wants to build endurance and add volume, all the way up to advanced athletes looking for explosive power and weighted pull-ups. We're going to cover everything: technique, progressions, strength building drills, common mistakes, recovery, and even how to program pull-ups into your weekly training. So whether you can already bang out a few, or whether you're still struggling to get your chin above the bar, stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build strength and power fast with pull-ups. Let's start at the beginning. Because the truth is, pull-ups are as much about technique as they are about strength. And if you're doing them wrong, not only will you limit your progress, but you'll also risk injury. Pull-ups are often called the king of upper body exercises. Why? Because they recruit multiple major muscle groups at once. When you do a pull-up, you're engaging your latissimus dorsi, those wide wings of your back that give you that V-taper shape. But that's not all. Your biceps, forearms, shoulders, rhomboids, traps, even your core, they all come into play. This makes pull-ups one of the best bang for your buck exercises. Think of it this way: push-ups build your pushing muscles, chest, shoulders, triceps. Pull-ups build your pulling muscles, back, biceps, forearms. Together, they create balance. Without pull-ups, your training is incomplete. But here's the catch. Most people either avoid pull-ups because they're too difficult, or they do them with sloppy form, kicking, swinging, and turning what should be a controlled strength exercise into a half-representative mess. If you want results, you need mastery. Before we even talk about sets and reps, we need to lock down perfect form. A clean pull-up should look like this. Grip the bar, slightly wider than shoulder width, palms facing away from you. This is the standard overhand grip pull-up. Dead hang. Start with your arms fully extended, shoulders engaged. Don't just hang loose like a ragdoll. Actively pull your shoulders down and back. Core tight, squeeze your abs and glutes. Your body should form a straight line, no swinging, no knees kicking. The pull, initiate with your back, not your arms. Imagine driving your elbows down toward your ribcage. Pull until your chin clears the bar. Controlled descent, lower yourself slowly, all the way down to a full hang, then repeat. If you can do even one representative with this strict form, you're ahead of most people in the gym. A trick I often give beginners: don't think about pulling yourself up. Think about pulling the bar down to your chest. That mental shift helps you engage your lats more effectively. This is the number one question I get. What if I can't do a pull-up yet? Don't worry, everyone starts somewhere. Even the strongest athletes had to earn their first representative. Here's your roadmap if you're starting from zero. Dead hangs. Just hang from the bar for 20 to 30 seconds at a time. This builds grip strength, shoulder stability, and gets your body comfortable supporting its weight. Scapular pull-ups. From a dead hang, pull your shoulders down and together, then relax. Small range of motion, but it builds the foundation. Negative pull-ups. Jump or step up to the top position, chin above the bar, then lower yourself down as slowly as possible. This builds eccentric strength. The key to unlocking your first representative assisted pull-ups: use resistance bands, an assisted pull-up machine, or even a training partner to support part of your body weight while you practice the motion. Lat pull-downs, not a perfect replacement, but useful for building strength in the same muscles. Just remember, don't stay stuck on machines forever. Transition to the bar. Here's the truth: your first pull-up will feel like a breakthrough. It's not just physical, it's mental. You'll prove to yourself that you can lift your own body weight. And once you get one, the rest will follow faster than you think. Once you've achieved your first clean pull-up, the next challenge is simple to describe but not so simple to conquer. Adding more reps. This is the stage where many people get stuck. They can grind out 3, maybe 5 pull-ups, and then progress seems painfully slow. But the truth is, building volume with pull-ups is like building strength with any other exercise. It comes down to progressive overload. The idea is to gradually increase the challenge over time, either by adding more reps, adding more sets, shortening your rest periods, or eventually introducing weight. There are several effective methods that can help you push past plateaus and stack up more reps than you ever thought possible. One powerful method is called grease the groove. This approach, popularized by strength coach Pavel Tsatsouline, focuses on practicing pull-ups multiple times a day but never going to failure. For instance, if your maximum pull-ups are 5, you'd perform only 2 or 3 at different times throughout the day. These frequent, sub-maximal sets condition your nervous system, and before long, your maximum number of pull-ups increases almost effortlessly. Another fun approach is pyramid training. Here you start with a single rep, rest, then do 2 reps, rest, then 3, and so on, climbing until you reach your limit, and then working your way back down. It feels less like a grind and more like a rhythm, but the total volume adds up quickly. Cluster sets are another gem. Instead of forcing yourself into a standard set of 8 and failing at representative 6, you break the set into mini clusters. For example, you might perform 4 pull-ups, rest for 15 seconds, do another 2 or 3, rest again, and finish the set. This way you maintain cleaner form and accumulate more total reps. And of course, negatives are always an option. Even after a max effort set, you can step or jump up to the top position and lower yourself slowly. Your muscles are stronger on the way down, and taking advantage of that eccentric strength is one of the fastest ways to build pulling power. The golden rule, though, is to avoid training pull-ups to failure every single session. Your shoulders, elbows, and grip need time to recover. 2 to 3 focused sessions a week will deliver far better results than hammering the bar every day until your joints ache. Now, depending on your goals, the way you train pull-ups can look very different. If your primary goal is pure strength, your best bet is lower reps with added resistance. Weighted pull-ups are the ultimate test of upper body power, and strapping on a plate or holding a dumbbell between your legs takes the movement to another level. If your focus is endurance, your programming should be based on higher reps and bodyweight only work, using pyramids or max representative sets to build stamina. And if your goal is hypertrophy, or muscle growth, then the sweet spot lies somewhere in the middle, usually sets of 6 to 12 reps with slow, controlled tempo and consistent progression. It's important to remember that pull-ups aren't just about seeing how many you can crank out in one go. They're a tool, and like any tool, they can be adjusted depending on whether you want more size, more strength, or more muscular endurance. Beyond raw strength and size, there's another dimension to pull-up training that often gets overlooked: explosiveness. Think about muscle-ups or powerful chest-to-bar pull-ups. That kind of dynamic movement is not only impressive, but it also builds a level of athleticism that carries over into sports, climbing, martial arts, and general body control. Explosive pull-up training can be done in many ways. A great place to start is with chest-to-bar pull-ups, where you pull higher than normal so your chest touches the bar. Once you're comfortable with that, you might try clapping pull-ups, which require enough force to momentarily release the bar, clap your hands, and regrip before descending. It's not for beginners, but it's an incredible challenge once you've built a base. Another way to build explosiveness is by using band-resisted pull-ups, where a resistance band anchored above you pulls downward, forcing you to accelerate harder to complete each representative, or you can add a small amount of weight, 5 to 10 kilos for example, and perform fast, lower representative sets to train speed under load. The key here is moderation. Keep explosive sets short, just 2 or 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps, always focusing on speed and quality instead of grinding out high-volume fatigue. But while we're on the subject of building power and strength, it's crucial to talk about mistakes, because pull-ups may look straightforward, but they're easy to mess up. One of the most common errors is half-repping, not going all the way down, are failing to pull all the way up. A true representative starts from a dead hang and ends when your chin clearly clears the bar. Cutting corners might make your numbers look better on paper, but in reality you're just cheating yourself out of results. Another mistake is kipping too early. Kipping pull-ups have their place in sports like CrossFit, but if you're still working on strength, you need to build strict form first. Many beginners also strain their necks by craning desperately upward just to get their chin over the bar. Instead, keep your head neutral and think about lifting your chest toward the bar. Then there's the classic problem of swinging legs or bicycling the knees in mid-air. That kind of momentum wastes energy and robs your muscles of the tension they need. Lock your core, keep your body tight, and control every movement. And finally, grip mistakes are more common than you might think. Holding the bar too wide or too narrow, or failing to squeeze firmly, can all weaken your pull-up. A shoulder-width grip with solid hand placement is often the best. Here's another truth you need to hear. If you want to get better at pull-ups, you can't just do pull-ups. You need to strengthen the weak links in the chain. Accessory work is the secret weapon of serious lifters. Lat pull-downs mimic the same motion in a more controlled way and help you build strength when you're still learning. Inverted rows, done on a barbell or rings, teach you how to control your scapula and build endurance. Rows with dumbbells or barbells build serious upper and mid-back muscle, while simple bicep curls make a bigger difference than most people admit. Stronger arms mean stronger pull-ups. Farmer's carries are another underrated accessory, because a strong grip often makes the difference between a smooth set and slipping off the bar. And of course, core training cannot be ignored. Hollow body holds, planks, and ab rollouts all teach you to maintain a rigid, efficient body position while pulling. Think of your body as a chain. Your pull-up strength is only as strong as the weakest link, and accessories make sure no link is left behind. Now let's talk about programming. Because having tools is one thing, but knowing how to put them together is where progress really happens. If you're a beginner who can't do a single pull-up yet, your weekly sessions should revolve around dead hangs, scapular pull-ups, negatives, and assisted pull-ups. 3 sets of each, performed consistently, will set you on the path to your first representative. If you're in the intermediate stage, able to crank out 1 to 8 pull-ups, you'll benefit from multiple sets of max effort pull-ups, leaving 1 rep in the tank each time. Add in accessory rows and curls, and finish with a few slow negatives or band work to build extra endurance. For advanced athletes who can already perform more than 8 strict pull-ups, it's time to step up the intensity with weighted pull-ups. 3 to 5 sets of 4 to 6 weighted reps build raw strength, while 2 or 3 sets of explosive chest to bar or speed pull-ups sharpen athleticism. To balance it out, include 1 day each week focused on high representative bodyweight pull-ups to maintain endurance. The important thing is consistency and progression. Stick to your plan, push just a little harder each week, and the gains will come. And here's the truth about pull-ups: they're not just an exercise, they're a test. Every time you step up to that bar, you're not just pulling your body up, you're pulling yourself forward. You're proving that your determination is stronger than gravity, that your discipline is stronger than fatigue, and that your willpower is stronger than every excuse that tries to hold you down. It doesn't matter if you're struggling to get your very first representative or if you're chasing that 20th pull-up with a heavy plate strapped around your waist. The bar doesn't care where you start. It only cares that you show up, grab it with intent, and give everything you've got. With every rep, you're building more than muscle. You're building resilience. You're building a mindset that refuses to quit. And that mindset, once forged on the pull-up bar, carries over into every other part of life. So here's your challenge. Don't just watch this video and walk away. Take what you've learned, apply it, and make it part of your training. Commit to the journey. Track your reps. Celebrate every small win. And remember, your first clean pull-up is only the beginning. With patience, with practice, and with persistence, you'll go further than you ever imagined. Pull-ups are mastery in motion. Strength, power, control, discipline, all in a single representative. The only question now is, are you ready to rise up to the bar? If this video inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more strength building workouts, and share this with someone who needs the motivation to start. Until next time, stay strong, stay disciplined, and keep pulling yourself toward the best version of you.